everyone, and welcome to this pre-recorded presentation all about low income and poverty amongst bellydance students. Before we start, I want to be absolutely clear on this. This is an incredibly complex topic. This topic does not stand on its own. It's multi-layered for sure. But today we have 7 minutes. So I want to take you through a survey I did amongst bellydance students, and I want to share the results and the interpretations of that. But before we do, I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Leandra, and I am a dancer, and I'm based in the Netherlands. I own a project called Elegance of Bellydance, where I share bellydance talent. I offer free belly dance shows, all donated performances, and I also share donated belly dance classes, so everything is for free. I used to live on the social welfare for 1.5 years during COVID lockdown. I do work now. I work helping homeless people, and I'm educated in social sciences. I've got a degree in that. So what can we say about the current situation? I did a survey amongst bellydance students, so all the respondents are bellydance students. It is a quick scan, so it's not a full research, but I thought it was really interesting to gather this basic information about what is going on in the bellydance world. So what I did is I basically asked in how far the bellydance students can actually afford what I consider to be bellydance fundamentals for all bellydance students, but especially for those who want to grow in their dance. So first question I asked is, how would you describe your financial status compared to other people in your country? 17.1% of the respondents tell me that they have a low income, and 2.4% say they have a very low income. And this is interesting to me when looking at the results of the next question, so please keep these numbers in mind. So I wanted to know if the respondents had enough money to pay for their regular belly dance classes. And with regular, I'm talking about the weekly belly dance classes with your local teacher or online. 43.9% tell me that they sometimes have enough money to pay for their regular belly dance classes. This means that there are breaks in between where they have to save in order to do the classes. 7.3% of the respondents say they never or almost never have enough money to pay for the regular dancing classes. Looking at being able to pay for workshops, championships and shows, we see that 58.5% of the respondents do not always have the financial capacity to pay for these special events, and 19.5% of the respondents never or almost never are able to pay for these special events. Then I wanted to know if the respondents have a financial capacity to pay for makeup, jewelry and all belly dance costumes. 50% of the respondents say they sometimes have enough money to pay for it, and 10% say they never or almost never have enough money to pay for it. Looking at promotion, we see that 19.5% of the respondents say that they do not promote themselves as a dancer. So we're just gonna keep them out of these results. We see that 7.3% of the respondents never or almost never have enough money to promote themselves as a dancer, and 51.2% sometimes had enough money to promote themselves as a dancer. And I actually want to say something about interpreting this information, because for me this is really important. The survey I did was online, and this is important considering the fact that most promotion also happens online. So that means that the people who are answering the survey already have the devices, the mobile phone or the laptop, to use free ways to promote themselves, being social media. So that's an important thing when it comes to interpreting this information, but I think it's a good guide into what is going on here. When it comes to extra costs of being a belly dance student, and here I'm talking about having dinner with your belly dance group, socializing. Socializing is super important. We're talking about driving to venues where you are performing for free. We see that 47.5% sometimes have enough money to pay for these extra costs. And 25% never or almost never has enough money to pay for these extra costs. And for me, this is interesting because looking at the results of the first question, I see that there are more people not being able to pay for these extra costs than there are people living in actually low income or poverty. So this is very interesting to me, and I think it's really worth researching, not for now, but for later for sure. So I hope that with this very brief quick scan, I informed you all about what the current situation is all amongst belly dance students. So if you want to know more about me, follow me on Instagram at Leandra or at elegance of belly dance. Thank you.